Hey you beautiful people, I'm back with this fantastic fantasy pink look. So let's begin without wasting time. To highlight my brows, I have used H&M brow highlighter, and this is actually not necessary, but if you want to, you may use something like this before you start the makeup. And then basically with a flat brush, I'm just diffusing it some more into the brows. As you can see, it's pretty natural and it's perfect. The palette that I've used today is NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, and the shade that I'm using from it is this orangish shade. As you can see, it's pretty clear, so it's just an orange shade from the palette. And this goes on the crease line, just like this, in circular motion, using a blending brush, concentrating more on the outer corner and diffusing it more towards the inner corner. Has always been the way I do my blendings on the crease line. See, I'm starting with the outer corner and then going towards the inner corner. This is a pretty simple look, and there is nothing to worry if the color goes on if the shade goes on the lid or whatever. It's just a beautiful, easy look. And keep blending and keep adding the shade. Depends on how dark you want it. In circular motion, keep blending. Next, from the same palette, I'm using this hot pink shade, hot pink color, and this goes right over the crease line too. As you can see, it's a very fantasy kind of look, like a Barbie-ish look. And I'm not too fond of having pinks on the eyes, but this doesn't look bad at all. I really love this look. And again, focusing more on the outer corner and going more towards the inner corner, going less towards the inner corner. As you can see, it's a pretty nice blend. And then from the same palette, I'm using this lavender shade from the palette. There are no names to this palette actually. There are no names to the shade in this palette. So this goes starting from the inner corner, going on the entire eyelid, leaving the outer corner. And then adding a little more of the hot pink shade on the crease line and diffusing the lavender, as you can see. Then I'm going with this purple from the same palette, and this is a beautiful purple. And this goes on the outer corner, as you can see. And I have used an angled brush here to place the shade actually. And just like this, going on the outer corner. Don't forget to use some loose powder under the eyes when playing with dark shades. So this prevents any fallouts, especially when you have your foundation on. So be careful and don't forget to use the loose powder under the eyes. So basically I'm just placing the purple, and then I'm just blending it inside, as you can see. Just on the outer corner and spreading it more outwards, and then adding a little more of the lavender here. Just like this. Keep adding the shade, and then adding more of purple on the outer corner, and keep diffusing it in circular motion. Just like that. The more you diffuse, the more you get that beautiful gradient kind of a look. And then going back with that hot pink from the palette, this goes under the lower lashes, as you can see, on the entire lower lash line. I'm using a small smudging brush, and I'm just connecting it upwards and making it one whole eye look. And then I'm going back with the purple, starting from the outer corner of the lower lashes, going upwards and connecting it to the upper outer corner. Can you see? It doesn't go on the full lower lash line. It just starts from halfway and it goes right up and connecting it to the upper outer corner. And then finally, removing off all the loose powder that I've had, just gently dust it off without disturbing the eye makeup and the foundation. You need to excuse that pimple that I have near my eye. Just ignore it because this has been disturbing me the entire video, but I can't help it. I had to complete the makeup. The next palette that I have used is Totally Cute by Too Faced, and I have used the shade Unicorn from this palette. It's a very shimmery kind of silverish creamy shade, and this goes on the inner corner near the tear duct area, and this also goes on the brow bone. As you can see, this is a very nice look, and it's pretty simple, don't you think so? As I said, this goes on the brow bone. Eyeliner I'm using today is Revlon Color Stay and it's black. Basically, I'm just going to do a normal wing. There is nothing much to do. Just creating a normal wing. Dragging the line upwards towards the end of the eyebrows. This works well actually if you have any confusion in creating a proper wing. So the only thing that you can do is just drag the line from the outer corner towards the end of the eyebrows. Just the same direction. You need not join it to the tip of the eyebrows, but yeah, just follow the direction. Just like this. And then just keep building up for the thickness and for the darkness. And then smoothing any rough edges that are visible and making it more smooth and more neater. Thickness depends upon you, how thick you want the wing to be. I'm going off camera and having my falsies on. You may go and have the best that you have, and the look looks something like this with the false eyelashes on. Pretty nice, huh? See? Next I'm using NYX gel, and this is black, and I'm just going over the wing that I have created before, just darkening it some more and mattifying it more. I prefer using this technique instead of just going with one. So first goes the liquid, then goes the gel. I love how this look has come out, and it looks pretty nice. For the mascara, I have used Doll Eye. This is by NYX, and this is black but obvious. Looks something like this. Next I'm using is NYX gel eyeliner, and what I'm doing here is basically I'm just drawing a line on the crease of my eyes, but just starting from the end outer corner and just going a little bit more closer towards the mid of the eyes. As you can see, you may skip this step if this is too much for you, but if you're a creative person like me, then why not? It looks pretty nice. And then going back with the purple from the palette, I'm just going over the line, just like this, and just diffusing it with the purple shade and basically just smudging it a little bit, but at the same time not making it too untidy. As you can see, I'm just using a small flat brush, a little close up for you, in case you really want to copy this look. So yep, this is how I am doing it, starting from the outer corner and then going almost closer towards the mid of the island. And then I'm using Heavy Metal, and this is by Urban Decay. And this glitter goes right on the line, and this goes under the wing, just like this, just to make it more kind of fairish and more Barbish. What words I'm using? And then this goes more thick. Basically, I'm just adding a little bit more, and so that it's a little bit more visible, just like this. Be careful and do not spoil the wing that you've created already. And this goes, as you can see, and also this goes over the line, on the crease line that I've created. Just being a little more creative. As I said, you may skip this step if it's too difficult for you. It's not necessary, but I somehow wanted this. You see? It looks so beautiful. It looks so nice. So fairish. And then I'm using NYX this white pencil, and this goes on the waterline, just like this. And for the lower lashes, I have used the mascara by Benefit. The concealer I have used is NARS. My shade is Ginger. And I'm just going to apply a little bit just to brighten up under my eyes. And then I'm using a brush. For a change, I'm not using the Beauty Blender, I'm just using the brush, and I am just going to dab and diffuse the concealer into the skin. The technique that I'm using is same, basically what I do with the Beauty Blender, but yep, I'm using a brush. And then I'm using Real Cheeky Potty by Benefit, and from this I am using the shade Hula to sculpt my face and give it a little bit of more shape. Using a brush, I am just starting from my ear, going down towards the mouth, and concentrating more near the ear, and then also under the jawline. As you can see, this is pretty nice and decent shade to sculpt. Since my eyes are dark and colorful, I don't want my face to look more contoured. So it's subtle, but it's just nice and warm too. I'm concentrating more over this area near the sideburns, as you can see, and giving it more depth. But at the same time, I'm trying and diffusing it some more into the skin so that it doesn't look too sharpy. And not forgetting the forehead, and not forgetting the nose. I have a pretty small nose, though it's not out of shape, but I feel it's a bit small, so I prefer to contour it a little bit at least. And then I am just going to diffuse that line. Bare Minerals is the loose powder that I've used today, and this also goes over the concealer under the eye, which I didn't show, but yes, I did use the loose powder over the concealer, and this goes under the contour too. So basically this also gives you that clean contour on the face without being smudged or without looking too smudged. So your face looks really neat and clean. And then dusting off the loose powder, the excess loose powder actually. Next I'm using is Maybelline Master Flush Creator. Oh, I love this blush. Just look at the blush, look at the color. I mean, just look at the color. I mean, it's so beautiful. I mean, oh my gosh, just look at the gradient. And it is super pigmented. Oh my gosh, I just couldn't believe that this is so pigmented. It's like a little bit is more than enough. Can you see? Can you see the amount on my cheeks? So if anything like this happens, you just need to add a little bit of loose powder onto your blush brush and just go over the blush again, you know, until it is diffused and gone from the skin, or I could say until it lightens up on the cheeks. Basically, I'm just dipping my brush into the loose powder and going over the cheeks again and again, and lightening up the shade, the blush on my cheeks. Oh my gosh, I least expected this to be so pigmented, but never mind, I'll keep this in mind. But it's a beautiful, gorgeous blush. I never expected this. It's super gorgeous. I loved it. And then diffusing it some more. I think this should be enough on the cheeks, and I think that's enough of blush. Next I'm using is this highlighter. Next I'm using the highlighter, and this is called Peach Mosaic, and this is by Laura Mercier. This is definitely my favorite. I have never left this highlighter aside, and I love using this for mostly all of my looks. I mean, this is just a little bit is just enough, you know, to complete the look. It's super shiny, it's super glowy, it's lovely. So this goes over the yes, this goes on the highest area of the cheek. That's your cheekbones and your nose, your forehead, between the eyebrows, above, I mean in middle of the forehead, and not forgetting the lips. For the lips, I have used Bobbi Brown, and this is called Hot Pink. I had this shade lying with me for a pretty long time, but I swear this shade is like exactly on my lips. Can you see? The pencil and the lip is the same. I mean, wow. It's like the same color. I really loved this shade, you know. It's like, it's really true color. And then I'm using this liquid actually. This is by H&M, and this is a duo. This comes as a liquid and a stick, so you could use both. And this is in shade 6. So basically the liquid goes over the lips. Can you see how it is? It's super nice, and it's pretty affordable. It's a lot cheaper, but I'm not sure how the stick is. The gloss seems to be a bit okay, but let me tell you, I love the taste of this. Oh my gosh, it's like you're having a candy in your mouth. Oh my gosh, I just love the taste of this. It's amazing. I would like, oh, I wish I could just, this would be edible and I would just like, you know, sip or lick it off. But love it. I just love the taste. I mean, forget about how the shade is on the lips, but I love the taste, you know. I would definitely go and get some more just because of the taste. So yeah, there you go. I loved it. It's a nice shade, and it goes well with the look, don't you think so? So beauties, this is the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys liked it as much as I loved creating this look for you. I shall see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye bye. God bless.